Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So today we're just going to go through what I chose for the last couple of weeks, what I've been using. And I put it all in this basket. I did intend to film on my new iPhone. I've finally got my new iPhone 11, but for some reason it's not uploading onto my computer. Story of my life, right? But I went through the collection again and put all the products in here. All the new products that I've chosen are in the vanity as well, so we'll go through that as well, and then I'll take you through my acrylics at the end for what palettes I've pulled out. So I guess we're going to talk about palettes first. So I did use this one. So this one is the W7 Wild Eyes Pressed Pigments on the Prowl. I do want to pull this out again, but for now it's going back in the collection. It really is a beautiful palette, and the shade I concentrated on really is this, in like all over the eyelid, and then I think I used this one and used that. I can't remember the exact shades, but it is really beautiful. So there's that. I'm still using this one. So this one is the Ciate London Editors palette. It's in Aspen. Oh my gosh, guys, I think this was my favourite one. I don't know, I'm still using it at the moment, but I'll tell you the shades I have used. I use this all the time when I use it. This one is kind of like the neutral crease. I've used this one. This is a really pretty duochrome. Don't know if you can tell on camera. I've used this shade here, this shade, this blue matte here, and I've just got to use these two, and then really the palette can go back. I have also used, I think we were saying this one. I did a look, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I didn't put it onto YouTube. So I will be using that. So it's just these two shades that I really need to try out. This silver looks brilliant. Sorry, I'm blinding you. This silver looks brilliant as an inner corner highlights, really pigmented. I haven't tried these two as inner corner highlights, I don't believe. But yeah, it's really nice for the price. I would definitely get some more palettes at this price. The formula is gorgeous. I absolutely loved this one. It probably won't be a surprise to anyone. I've really been enjoying it. And I'm keeping this in for this week's rotation as well as the Dose of Colour Pretty Cool palette, just in case I get to use it again. But yeah, it's such a beautiful palette. I love these two shades in particular. They're just stunning. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing with that. And speaking of Dose of Colours, that's this one here. This one was worth everything. Every piece of like grief I got getting the palette in the first place. This little eyeshadow I had to repress, which is fine, you know, it's just repressed here. And then the shades I really do like. It deepens out the look on the Going Coconuts to make it really cool toned, because a lot of the eyeshadows are cool toned, verging on the neutral side. And then the last little palette I had was this one. This is absolutely stunning, guys. I loved using it. I have only used it once, but this shade here, oh my gosh, I love it. It's like that cool tone or grey brown verging on the silver almost. Let me do two swatches for £3, guys. Honestly, look at that. That's so pretty, so reflective. Right, so foundations. So I used the Flower Light Illusion I really like this foundation, and Flower brought out a new one, so I can't wait to try that. So yeah, that one's obviously going back. All these products are going back. Then we tested out the W7 Buff by obviously W7 when I did the testing W7 video, so that's really nice as well. I thought it might be too dark, but it's not. So yeah, really happy with that. So let's go through blushes now. So we've got the Ciate in Date Night. I think I only used this once, but I do really like it. It's one of those marbled blushes from Ciate. Then I used this a couple of times. This one is W7 Double Bubble Blush in OMG. And these ones, don't they remind you of the Charlotte Tilbury blushes with the two shades? Obviously you've got the darker shade going around the pan, and then you've got like a pop of colour in the middle. I do like that, and I've been trying to get hold of more shades, but I can't find it. Then we've got the Illamasqua. Love this blusher. It's a great one for summer really. It's not really that great for autumn and winter. So it's in the shade Lover and Hussy. I mean, I say it's not that great for autumn and winter. It's got this shade. I did mix them a couple of days, and I also used it by itself. Then I've got this Kiko one. For the longest time I wasn't even using this. I absolutely love it. It's the Desert Dunes Trio in 03 Impulsive Mauve. Now this is perfect for this time of year. And it smells so good, guys. It smells like chocolates. Really nice. Is that all for blushes? I think so. I'll just talk to you about this illuminating product. Really been enjoying using this. It's by Sleek Makeup, and it's in the shade Monaco. It's really nice. Now it does look dark when I put it on. If I was to put it on just over the top of foundation, I don't think it works, but I use these kind of products under foundations. We have to talk about the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Right, I'm not going to say I don't like it right off the bat. I've had 2 weeks with it. What I don't like, guys, is the scent of it. Everyone raves about the scent, but to me it just smells like, I don't know, suntan lotion. I'll probably get used to the scent. Yeah, I just don't like it. But yeah, I'm going to be using that. I don't think I'll get any other shades. I thought I might get a darker shade, but I'm not going to. Right, and then we've got the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. I use this as a finishing powder. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And I've nearly hit pan there, you can see it. So I'm bringing something different in this week. Right, primers. So we use this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. Honestly can't see the big deal in this. I see it for like the vitamin C and the skincare properties, so I see it for that side of it. But I am using vitamin C range from Boots anyway, Boots on brand, and I really do enjoy that. I wouldn't repurchase this, not at £28. I know you can get the little sets. I would like to try other things. Maybe I'll save my Boots points up for that. I certainly wouldn't hand over cash. But yeah, that's that. Right, speaking of primers, we've got this one. So this one is the W7, it's Glow Prime. This one I find is better than the Ole Henriksen. Fair enough, it doesn't have the skin properties, but I don't need it. Not when I've got, like I said earlier, the vitamin C already on my face. I don't really need to pour more vitamin C on in a primer, so really enjoyed that. Oops, I can go back. Shall we do powders? So I use this number 7 translucent perfect light powder. Really do like that one. It works under the eyes as well, but I did have this one for under the eyes, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and oh my gosh guys, I know I don't like it, but the sifter, I was kind of sifting it into the cap there, and it just came undone and it went everywhere, which isn't a bad way to lose product. There is just a tiny bit left now there. Let's put that there. And then the last part, no, that's blush. The last powder I brought in for those 2 weeks was the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in the shade medium, and I use that when I use my Rimmel BB cream, just because it's not, I wouldn't say it's too light, but it is a little bit too light for me, and this one makes it a little bit deeper. Bronzer as well, I use this Wet n Wild Colour Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil, because I liked the Reserve Your Cabana so much. I bought this a few months back and it's really, really nice. And then also we've got to talk about our highlights. Right, so we used the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice when I did the testing W7 products. Why can't you think? It is only 6 o'clock in the morning though, so that's probably why not. I also used this Laura Geller one. I thought it might be too dark for my pale skin, but it works really well, so keeping that. And then lastly, I thought I might be decluttering this Pixie one as well. This is the Pixie by Petra in Delicate Dew. I think I need Subtle Sunrise. I think this one is the darker one of the two. It's just, you know, I can use this shade fine. But yeah, I'm not overly impressed with that. I don't get what the hype is. The only thing I say is it doesn't show texture, so if you have mature skin, if you're a woman of a certain age like I am, it will work nice if you get the right shade, that is. So let's just pop all this back in here, and I think I did leave a couple of products in the actual drawer, so we can talk about that as well. So obviously this palette's going to stay in until I've used it up. Not used it up, but used it for these next 2 days. I didn't wear makeup yesterday just because I was doing some errands for my mum. So that can go there. I kept this one in, so this is Ofra and Madison Miller. So this one is in the shade Moondance. Absolutely love this, guys. I mean, look at it. It's super pigmented. Better than the palette I've got. Just there. Super reflective. Right, so now we're going to go through what I've pulled for this coming week. So I'm going to leave this one in because it's Project Pan. I've decided to leave that there and it will remind me to use it. Obviously this glow stick stays in all the time. It's not Project Pan or anything, but I do obviously want to use it more. Then this one is the bane of my life. Birchbox sent it to me in a throwback box and I was really excited about it. It's a stunning highlighter. It's one of the cushion hybrid highlighters, but I do only have till, excuse me, till the 22nd of November to use it, and then it will probably start going dry. Then we've got the Technique Get Gorgeous. I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about this one. I used to love it. I don't love that the lid's flimsy. I think this is another highlighter that's not going to show texture. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Let's put it next to the Nikki one. Yeah, it's just a really subtle glow there. So we're going to be trying that. And then we've got the infamous The Balms Mary Lou. I feel like I've not used this one in a while, so I wanted to bring this one out, which is here. Right, so I've kept this glow stick in. It's a highlighter, but I use it as a cream blush. It's by Primark and it's in Rose Glow. That's really pretty. Pulled this in. How could we not pull this in? This one is from Glossybox. Well, it's in collaboration with Glossybox. It's actually in from the Beauty Crop. It looks beautiful, and how bougie is that packaging? I absolutely adore stars. I feel like this packaging was made for me. A few people I've noticed are complaining that there's no mirror inside. That doesn't really bother me, because I don't really, like when I'm applying blush, I don't really look at these small mirrors. I like a bigger mirror anyway. You know, I'm not really bothered about that. They have got a point in saying, well, it's a £15 blush, I would expect a mirror. So I do get the point, but yeah, I'm okay with it. This side here is obviously the deeper, more, I'd say it's apricot going on bronzy. I don't know if that shade's going to suit me, but and then this side is more reflective. So that side is matte and that side's reflective, and I could mix them together. Then we've got the Kiko 02 Blending Wave multicolour blush. Now I've got 3 of these. There's one in baby pink. I'm going to give my mum the baby pink one. I don't expect her to use it, but it's a nice little keepsake from when we went to Portugal and when we went to Kiko. I was going to say Sephora. They had like this great big shopping mall in Portugal, and I had the time of my life there. So they had a Kiko shop. It was the first time I'd experienced Kiko and also Sephora. I definitely want to go to Sephora again. It's just a shame we don't have one in the UK, but this is absolutely beautiful for this time of year. Can you see how it's got 2 tones, like a darker shade here and then a lighter shade here? So just blending them together. My friend sent me this, so it's the Pretty Sunkissed bronzer. It just looks beautiful. I can't wait to actually use this one. She knew that I wanted to try the Revolution baked bronzers that they've got out. I've not seen them. Like, my Superdrug sells Revolution products. I did see them in Superdrug a while back, but I've not seen them since. So yeah, she thought that she'd send me that. This bronzer here is the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Bronzer. Now I had no intentions of panning it or anything, but I've done it really well with it. Like, I've got significant, like a really hit pan there. All that pan's gone, and then we're starting here. This one is one of those glowy bronzers. I'm just finding it a little bit difficult to, obviously, because this is the thicker part of the actual entire bronzer. The rest, like here, was hardly any bronzer, and here's hardly any bronzer. I'm always going to struggle to get pan here, but we'll get there. Right, concealers, brow products, all that jazz in here. Okay, so I did a Primark, was it Primark and Boots haul? So I had some points in my Boots and I bought a few things. Right, so this was a mistake. This e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer matte finish in Fur Rose. Now I don't put anything matte underneath my eyes, just because I'm getting older now and there are fine lines there, and I believe this shows up really, really badly. So what I thought about doing is just mixing them. You can tell obviously that one is the lighter shade. I wanted that shade in that hydrating concealer. So yeah, we're going to work on both those this week. I'm also going to be using the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer, because I have used this one up. Finally, the Rimmel Wake Me Up one is out of the collection. You can see all the windows in it. So we've got the Technique Lip Oil. I've been using that. You can see a great big window here. I use this all the time. In fact, let's put some on now. Need to get another one of them brow products. So I really like this Makeup Obsession Fluffy Brows in Warm Brown. It's really nice, and the packaging looks pretty as well. And I like the spoolie, so that's the spoolie there. That's really nice. Right, and then there's this tinted brow gel. I've not really been using that much, that much should I say, but yeah, we need to use that up. We need to use the Makeup Gallery Slay the Brow as well. Really do like that. Used to be a holy grail before I got this one, but this one makes my eyebrows fluffier. Then we've got this Smashbox. I've shown this before. These are the powders, so when I don't have any more brow products, I'm definitely going to be using that. We've got this Stress Check roll-on. I got this in a Birchbox as well, and it doesn't work. It doesn't make me feel more relaxed, so yeah, I wouldn't purchase full size. I also love this Palmer's Coconut Oil lip balm. It doesn't make my lips dry like other lip balms do. I think it's because it's got the coconut oil in. So that's that. And then I use this on the daily. It's the NYX eyeshadow base in white. So that looks like that. There's a mascara in here, but it's not opened yet. It's this one by Primark. I will be opening that soon. So that's that. And then there's this nude pencil that I need to use more. So now we're going to be going on to powders. Let's put these in actually. So the powder I pulled in for under eyes is this Becca under eye brightening setting powder. I don't have an opinion either way of this at the moment, so I want to use that this week. I also pulled this Laura Geller Balance and Brighten foundation in porcelain, as it was the next pressed powder in rotation. So I just used this on top of powder, on top of foundation. But yeah, like that. This one always stays in. It's the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. It's just really to smooth out that contour. I go a bit crazy on it, and I tend to do. And then we've got my favourite powder. This one was next in rotation. It's the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. I absolutely love this, and I could use it every week. The reason I've not run out of that is because I'm using it in rotation. Once I've run out of that powder, I'm definitely going to repurchase. Right, so foundations, let's talk about that. So we've got the Missa Perfect Cover BB cream for when I want a lighter coverage. It's lighter coverage, but it does actually feel like foundation. It doesn't feel like the Rimmel BB cream, like you're absolutely wearing nothing, which is really skin-like. So I like them both, and they're for the days where I don't want much on my face. Then I thought I would pull this Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow foundation, which is far too dark, so I thought I would pull this Makeup Gallery Matte Me Over Long Lasting Foundation Vitamin Enriched. It's from Poundland that. And I thought they would make a great combination. And then we've got a few primers in here and one illuminating product. So primers, I definitely want to finish this one off. This is the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. We're so close, it's down here. I'm probably going to have to cut the tube to get every last drop out. The other primer I wanted to concentrate on was this Illamasqua Hydra Veil. I got this in a glossy box, and I don't know if you can see it, but there is only a tiny amount of product in. It's 7 ml worth of product, and I do want to see what all the fuss about is on this primer, and if I do fall in love with it, I might actually buy it. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty expensive. It's £35, but if I love it, then I would be willing to pay that for a primer. So we've got the L'Oreal True Match highlighter in the shade Icy Glow. Absolutely love that. That's the newest illuminator. I've had it a while, but it is the newest illuminator to the collection. So I thought I'd pull that, and then I've just got these shade adjusting drops. I did pull something else, so let me go and get that. Right, so the other couple of products I pulled was this one. So it's the Revolution Pearl Lights. I hauled this in the Primark and Boots haul, but I forgot to show it for some reason. It was in my handbag rather than the actual Primark bag. I've not used it yet, so I thought we would use this. I just want to show you. So really it was a choice between this shade here. It's so pigmented, and these are like £5, but I got it free with my points. So they're so pigmented. It comes in 3 shades, and I didn't know whether to get this one, this like gold one. It's called True Gold. I think it will work for my skin tone. And they have like an icy pink one. I didn't want to really put an icy pink one on. I might buy that though as well. And then I've got this Sleek Loose Pigment. And I bought that when I got obviously this and all the other products, and I forgot about it. I was speaking to a couple of people about duochromes, and this is a duochrome by Sleek, and I just remembered I actually bought a new duochrome, but yeah, I am intending to bring some more duochromes into the collection. This one looks really, really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. I think they need some like oils though to make them a little bit more pigmented. There's an oil you can get for it, but that's it there. It's just so reflective. I'm really looking forward to seeing what look I can create with that. So it's just going to be a simple look, and then that all over the lid. I probably need to spritz my brush and or even put like a glitter glue on with it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So these need to go in here. Oh, this was the other brow gel, the More Brows. That's what I've been wearing. Right, so you've seen everything in this drawer. I'm just can't bring you down. You've seen everything in this drawer, so I'm just going to take you over to my acrylics, and then you'll get to see palettes and things that I'm using for the week. Right, so here's where I hold my palettes and everything else I'm using for the week. So this always stays in. It's the Too Faced chocolate bar, and I do want to pan 6 shadows by the end of 2020, by January 2021. It's not going to happen. I have made progress on some things, but yeah, because I'm using so much other things, it's just not going to happen. But I'm happy with the progress I have made. Then I've got this e.l.f. Bite Size in Cream and Sugar. These palettes, guys, they're just so good. I really do like them, and I think this is the lightest one that you can get, but I really did like the look of this shade here, so I am going to be trying that out this week. We're also obviously going to be doing 2 more looks with the Ciate Editor's palette. I don't need to show you that as you've seen it. Then with my boots points, I got this. So I just want to put that out there. I am on a low buy, but obviously, you know, there was a few things that I wanted to try, and I had more points than I thought, so I thought, why not? And then I saw this as well. It's a BH Cosmetics Love in London, and I'd wanted to try this for a few weeks, ever since I saw it on Naomi's channel. She did a beautiful look with this blue, I think it was. So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing 5 days 5 looks with this palette. So that's the palette I'm going to be concentrating on next. And then we've got another biggish palette in here, which will probably be rolled over for next week. I've had this a while in the collection. It's the I Heart Revolution Peanut Butter Cup palette, and how could I not bring this in at this time of year? I mean, it's just so beautiful, so autumnal. So yeah, we're going to be pulling that one out. Well, we have pulled that one out. Right, and then the middle section is like palettes. So I pulled this Revolution Radiance palette out, and this one, guys, is to basically use, instead of using my Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, these two powders here, the lightest two, I tend to mix, and it really creates a nice finishing powder. They are dupes for the Hourglass powders. They're really nice. Obviously not as good, but it does work in the same way. And then there's this like bronze topper. So there's that. Then we've got this Revolution Renaissance Illuminate Radiant Rose. Now it's really nice. It's quite bougie, in fact, but I do have a complaint about this. I mean, I can get into the packaging fine, but for other people, especially people who may have arthritis, I think they're going to struggle. People will think that you go into it like that by lifting it up, but you actually press it down. So yeah, I got this half price, and I think it was due to the fact that everyone was complaining about opening it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, it really is difficult to get into. To make a point, I actually asked my mum to try opening it, and she couldn't. She doesn't suffer with arthritis, not in her hands anyway. She suffers with it in her legs, but yeah, she couldn't get this one open, which I think is a real shame, because it has like an illuminator on this side and then kind of blush toppers here, so it is quite a nice palette. Right, and then blush palette I pulled for the week is this one. So we've got all these Tarte blushes here, then we've got my highlighters here from Primark. This one here is a blush topper for me, so I'll mix it with like say that one there, that one, and maybe that one. And then we've got the highlighters that came from TK Maxx by Revolution. Not too sure that I'm even going to keep them in. I might be taking them out at some point. If I do, I will let you know next week when we pull some of the products. And I think that's it. This one always stays in. I don't know why I always keep it in, because I haven't used it for a long time. It's the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow palette. So that's that. And then in this section here are just all my Project Pan items that I couldn't fit in the drawer. So we've got the NARS Orgasm, we've got the other blush, so the NARS Orgasm and the Too Faced Love Hangover I used together, so they're there. Then we've got the MAC Soft and Gentle, we've got this Revolution Vivid Baked Blusher in Hard Day. I think I'm going to declutter that. Got this Charlotte Tilbury pencil for blue eyes, which I need to work on. It's not in a project pan, but I just need to get it out of the collection. We've got this bronzer by Chanel, Tan de Soleil. Then I've got these two singles that I pulled out of a Tanya Bear palette. They're probably going to end up going in the bin if I can't get them into a palette. So that's the bronzer. That's the highlighter. I truly bent the highlighter pan. So yeah, they might be going into the bin. And then finally we've got the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. So yeah, I put them all in this bottom drawer so I know where everything is that wouldn't fit into my everyday vanity drawer. But yeah, that is everything that's in these drawers, guys. So this concludes the video. I'm sorry it's been done a different way today, but by the time that I realised that the files wouldn't upload from my phone, I'd already put a new stash in my vanity. So next week we're going back to the old format. Unless you want me to do it that way, put it in a basket and just show you each product. Let me know down in the comments below which way you like to see it, whether you like me to just like showing you in the drawer and pulling products out like that each week, or whether you actually like everything in the basket and me talking more in depth about everything that I've liked or not liked. I would really value your input, it means a lot. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, click the notifications bell, please like, share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.